Our world has gone through many generational eras since the baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, and Generation Z, and Generation Alpha. Now we are currently in Generation C era. This generation growing up to become a medical student and shaping the landscape of educational, medical educational. Sorry. Okay. Uh, Generation C, born between 1997 and 2012, they has grown up with technology and social media, which distinct them from previous generation. Like, for example, Generation X grown up in a world shaped by radio and television, while Generation Y experienced the rise of internet and early social media platform. So, to understanding the learning preference of Generation C is crucial for the previous generation to be better connected with them and adapting the teaching and support strategy to uh, to okay, sorry. Understanding learning preference of Gen Z medical students is crucial for previous generation to better connect with them and adapting teaching methods to suit the modern era. So this alignment can lead to increase of the engagement and academic success. However, there is still a lack of sufficient research on this learning interest of Generation C medical students. So that's why this study aims to investigate learning preferences, challenges, and preferred digital tool among medical students. And we are also aim to understand the reason behind those preferences and explore the potential of emerging technology like AI, VR in medical education. We conducted a mixed method study involving 163 medical students. Uh, most all of our participants completed questionnaire and responded to the open-ended questions. Then we randomly collected around 10% to do an depth interview. We used a 10 Likert scale questionnaire to get the information about the broad trends of learning preference. And about the depth interview, it gave us a deeper insight into the experience and challenges of medical students. So our participants consisted of 58.9 male and most ages between 19 to 21. Half of them were second year medical student and the rest is the third year medical student. Our study highlighted that hand-on is the most preferred learning method with 8.16 mean score, followed by problem-based learning and traditional lecture. The video-based resources were the most preferred educational tool, followed by educational app and analytic books or ebook. We also found that digital tools were reported to have the most positive impact on academic performance, scoring 8.41. We also found that the interactive, hand-on, and self-paced or group work learning are found as beneficial. The most frequently reported challenges included balance, like study life, demands, and maintaining focus during traditional long lectures. Technology support were chosen as the most effective support strategy, followed by peer monitoring and academic advising. Our respondents have familiarity with interpersonal AI and VR simulation. They also noted that the, these future trends are necessary for future medical education. From the in qualitative data, we've the respondent told us that PBL hand-on lecture are the most effective method for learning. They give us the reason why PBL is the most effective is because of the team collaboration, critical thinking, and free researching on the internet. From the depth interview, uh, one of them mentioned that I was able to practice analysis myself and see the perspective of teachers who have more experience. Uh, in the open-ended question, our participants mostly use Facebook for extra curriculum content, use chatbot for searching information, PubMed for guiding references, and YouTube for enhanced content understanding. And 89.7% of our respondents agree and support to integrating AI and VR technology into their education. From the depth interview, they also mentioned that when they're using AI and VR, it visualizes the concept more clearly. In the conclusion, this study highlights the learning preference of Generation C medical students emphasizing hands-on and problem-based learning. AI and VR are expected to be effective in this era of medical education, and Generation C medical students mostly use digital tools for searching and information and references. They also face unbalanced lifestyle and cannot stay focused during the long lectures. So by embracing change, we can create an educational experience that inspires the next generation medical leader. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for that presentation. You're reminding me of a recent group discussion I had with some of our clinical teaching fellows who'd read a paper about what it means to be a millennial, and they were like, oh, now we're talking about Gen Z. Was there anything, or what do you think about maybe the impact that COVID has had on the approach to learning for Gen Z, thinking that many of Gen Z were in high school at that time? Is it coming out? Do you feel that it's made much of an impact on those preferences?
So sorry.
I just wondered about whether the impact of COVID had on Generation Z and their learning preferences.
Maybe maybe COVID is the maybe COVID can impact on Generation C learning preference, but I guess learning preference is yes, I think COVID can impact learning preference of Generation C medical students.
Thank you.
Just thinking about one point that you presentation about the interprofessional skill about the just like the yes from your result. Yes, yes, for the future awareness. So interesting about AI to prevent about the interprofessional education, because just like now, just IPE, we have just like the hand-on something. So interesting about the Gen Z, how to learn with the AI from this topic for me. So very interesting from your result.
Thank you.
Your study is very interesting for maybe for current and future students. So, do you have any key message to your faculty to adapt or apply the curriculum in the future to suit the Gen Z students?
For the institution, maybe they should embed technology maybe they should embed technology driven in their teaching method, or maybe they should just offer flexible learning method to the educator. Yeah.
Do you think attention span really has dropped? Or do you think it's task dependent? I'm just a bit alarmed about surgery of the future. if the attention span really has dropped that much, but I realize we're out of time, so I think you'll rescue that question.
Because in your result, you said that the lecture still on the run the third time of learning preference, right? But you said that the attention span is dropped also. So maybe we as a teacher can adapt our delivering time of lecture to be like a little short, like you like a TikTok clip, right? Just not to less than 10 minutes. And but the Professor Susie just concerned that there are some tasks in professional um, career. For example, one surgery, you have to focus on the task quite long in some tasks. So maybe we as medical educator have to concern, and maybe it's very challenging for us also. Thank you for your study.
Thank you.